Okay, so it's Sunday, fun day. This is a prepaid appointment, 2021, 56 miles on the pickup, so everything's pretty nice and cherry. We're gonna go ahead and install the Extreme Ceramic by Dirty Tools, legal here for the front, and then limo here for the back. So a lot of people inbox me in relation to, let's say, slip ratios, what it is. And somehow, as many times as I tell them, somehow they listen to about 1,000 other things on the internet, and he said and she said, and nobody ever has a correct thing. They always walk away still like confused as what it is that they should do with slip and how much and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so what I'm gonna do today is I'm gonna go ahead and show you any slip that you want. It doesn't matter whether it's dish soap or this soap or that soap or whatever. I got my patterns here on my fancy peel boards, which I'm gonna use for installation. But what I want to do is I want to show you, I'm going to go ahead and prep up something here. This is Tint Slime, the original one. I'm going to go ahead and put this, and what I've always talked about as far as the ratio goes is 1 to 1.5, depending on where you're at, humidity, this, that, parts of the state, whatever. 1 ounce to 1.5 ounce of this juice into a gallon. So, you know, 30 millimeters or milliliters go into 1 ounce. So this is a milliliter kind of thing, and 6 right here is the maximum that I can get. So I really have to go about 8 más o menos. So I'll go ahead and get 6 and then 2 more, and that's it. And I'll do it in front of you. That way you guys know that this will be the exact measurement of what I'm using, and if it works and how it works. If it slides or it doesn't slide, it's going to be up to you to decide, because I'm just an applicator and a median here for information. So tap water, but I'm okay with the tap water because I have a filtration system with my flex tubing here at the bottom. So I'll put them right here for 1 second, and then we're going to go and do our thing here. Okay, about 32 ounce más o menos. I want a little bit of air there. So we'll pop this open right here and get I was washing a little while ago. There he is. Drop a little bit. He's about 6 más o menos there, okay? I'm gonna rinse him real quick, make sure he's all nice and bone dry. A little bit more, un poquito más. So there he is, about 2, ¿verdad? Me faltó poquito para el 6, so there he is a little bit. There you go. So we are at 32 mLs right now. 32 mLs per gallon of your tint slime. This is my nice trusty tool. I always use it when I do some of my applications, because I don't like to do, this is for my guys and this is dish soap and they use whatever they want. I'm okay with that for as long as the end result is good. But since I'm always experimenting with product, if it's good or bad and how it works and how long it lasts, breaks down, smells, all that kind of bullshit, so I'm always using manufacturer products and see how they work. Okay, so remember, whatever you put in here, to go ahead and mix it pretty well. I do want to tell you right off the bat, one of the things that will lead for you to do poor adhesion here on the glass with anything of film, of this, of slip, of whatever, you know, whale sperm, whatever it is that you use to apply film, 2 things are going to be very, very important for adhesion. First of all, if you use a very soft squeegee or you have very soft hands and you don't get a lot of the water out, that's a big old strike, regardless of what you use of slip solution or ratio, whatever, irrelevant. Second of all, if you use way too much slip because you say, oh, I need it to move and whatever, too much slip on your film to glass adhesion is going to be poor. It's just fucking going to be poor. If you guys know what dish soap or Johnson's shampoo or this shampoo or dollar store shampoo, whatever, when it breaks down all that fat and all that bullshit, whatever, if you use too much of it on your application, there's going to be residue in between one and the other. It's going to lead to poor adhesion, and that's it. So what can you do? First of all, to get the ratio, the ratio down as far as not using too much, use a consistent ratio. That way you know you're not using too much, and definitely you know you're not going to be using too little, because then it won't move. And that's one thing to control it. The other thing to control it, use a good quality squeegee, at least medium durometer or higher, and of course use a lot of pressure to install your film. And that's why I'm here. We're going to go ahead and do our thing here. And I actually have a 32-ounce bottle instead of my tank, so that I can illustrate to you, see exactly how this thing's going to work or not work for you guys. We're going to do a 2-stage on this extremely easy pickup this morning. I can do a bottom load, but I choose not to, so that the people that do a lot of bottom loading can go ahead and get all this information of where to touch or not touch and all that kind of stuff. So right now I'm not going to air peel. I'm not going to do use the glass from factory here as a peel board. I'm going to use my fancy peel board, and that'll be that. So there's there. I do not know if the pattern that I cut out from Lumon from the Lumar, their core program, is going to be too long or not, but they're getting super better every time that I use it, so I'm confident it should be the right size. This gasket is way below. I'm not worried about it, and because it was computer cut, it's got a nice fine cut. It doesn't have any bad cuts, so I'm not going to be worried about jaggedy edges that might lift if I leave the film over the gasket. I'm okay with that. I've done that so many times, been there, done that. So that's a great thing about having good install processes, that you know that everything's going to be okay as far as install if you have the correct processes, products, and all that good stuff. So we're done there pretty much. Let's do our thing there. Prep this to perfection. Make sure there's no hanky-panky of this or that. Okay. Okay. We're done there. If you think this is way too much slip, you're welcome to dial it down from 32 milliliters to 30, or whichever you like. Okay, so I'm gonna do there. Do everything here. No touching. Use your hand, use your body. Put your film on. So Extreme Ceramic by Dirty Tools, window film, private label. Here it is. The patterns are top notch as far as quality cut. Very fine and micro all the way to the top. Tint slime original. Is it too much or not too much? Well, you're seeing the install right before your eyes. Torx 2 by Dirty Tools. Big enough and flexible enough to do the job. Okay, we're done here at the top. I'm gonna go ahead and dry the lip here. No water to come down, and then we're gonna go ahead and get our micro there. And then just seal this edge real good, and then roll it up. He's all the way up. Do the bottom here. Nice small tool here. Bum. A little bit windy outside, but nice and controlled here inside. No air, no nothing, so. Okay. fold them inside. There you go. Actually, he looks a little bit like he's gonna go right to the edge of that thing right there, which is, I guess it's good. If we have no gap of light, customers will complain about one thing or another. Or gap of light all the way in there. Okay. So he's done pretty much. Distribution, same. Even though it's a flat window, we still gotta keep our distribution where it needs to be at. Out, out, out. Alright, that's pretty much it. All in one, all the way there. Down, swipe it across here. Swipe it across the bottom. Clean it, swipe it across here. Pretty much done. Alright. Put this guy here in the back so it can start drying. And we're here. This one right here, I just pulled it back a little bit so my guard wasn't all the way. He can't be all the way. I mean, here I could, but not on the other side. So that's pretty much it. So he's done there. Hold on. There you go. So let's go ahead and take a look at this real quick on this side. So we're pretty much good here. Man, I get to work on a lot of shit vehicles that are dirty and whatever, and I'm just so glad that this morning I have this one that was 56 miles and clean as it can be. So it takes a lot of the stress away from me from working on a dirty vehicle. Okay, first and foremost, the nice superb color of glass, extreme ceramic, all the way to the edges, all the way to the top, real nice. You saw the install. No smudgies, no nothing. The slip solution did its job, so I'm very happy with that. Go ahead and go to this back door here. Okay, same thing. Let's go ahead and pop it real quick. See what happens. And after this one, I'll be off camera because the other doors that you saw, they're pretty much redundant. Same ones, just opposite side. Pillars here, clean them just in case it touches or something. Good here. Okay. Even though I'm in South Texas and extremely humid, extremely hot all the time, I think I can get away with just a little bit less slip solution. That's what I can see here. I know that some people say that sometimes when people ask me about this stuff, they say, man, the slime somehow doesn't have enough slip for me. I don't know your ratio, and I don't know your application style. A lot of variables that are unknown. So I want to do this in front of the camera so there'll be no yay or nay, or it works or it don't, or whatever. You saw it from the horse's mouth. Here, all the way to the end. And then here, gonna move this way. There you go. All the way to the edge. The hand cutter guys that say that this is not good, or the plotter guys suck and all that, well, these are extremely well made. I'm fucking tickled pink at the quality of myself with my hand. I don't think I'd be able to improve on this. The only thing that I'm cutting out is the liability of cutting on glass or any other of those things that might happen when you hand cutting gaskets and shit like that. And I know. I've been a hand cutter for like more than 3 decades, so I know what I'm saying as far as like all the problems that I've done. Been there, fuck that up. All the way to the top. Our trusty friend here. Raise it up a bit. Boom, boom, boom. If there is any excess of lint and whatever coming up from the gasket, I like to move them out of the way with a squeegee instead of flushing it with more water. Mercedes-Benz, other cars that have mood lights, King Ranch, like mood lights are on here, get me nervous to flush too much stuff in there, you know. So just apply it on the glass, my water solution. Here, move it this way, so you can go scoot in there. Move this guy in here, so you can scoot in there, and then just take him to the bottom, and there he is, exactly where I need him to be at. Oh, that gasket is tight as fuck. Good job, Ford. Okay, so we get there. Down. This. Are all in one, so that he can get rid of all those little things all the way to the edge. Always comes in clutch. Okay, just we can use it all the way across. Let's finish it off right. I already have the tool in my hand, so I might as well just finish it off. There she is. Very, very nice install. Oh my God. Okay, put this here so it can momentarily dry. Did its job. When I'm able to move these back, that's why I really, when I created this tool, I created for people that bottom load. So that when you remove the gasket, you have this wrap around instead of just trying to have it here where water can seep back like you saw there in the front where I couldn't really pull this back. I didn't want to pull it back because that plastic is a bit, sometimes separates. You Ford guys that apply, you know what I'm talking about. So, okay. All the way in there. He's good. Like I said, I'm just tickled pink that I have a clean vehicle this morning to work on. So I'm going to turn in another nice, clean, great install. Extreme Ceramic by Dirty Tools, available for you to purchase. I'll have it in 60 inches available, cut down to your size. No costing of the cutting, no charge. Free shipping, of course. Any questions on any of the tools that I used? And you saw the tint slime here go on. You can see there's no coloration on the like yellow or blue or this or that or whatever. So at least I'm glad that it doesn't have coloration that might stay behind on the window film in general. And secondly, it kind of tells me that it's not a very concentrated solution, just very little of what you saw there. The mils that I used, 8.5 to 32 ounce, which is the same ratio as 1 to 1.5 ounces to 1 gallon. And it's clear as fuck. My nice trusty filter inside doing its job of cleaning that tap water if there was anything in there. And you see the results. There they are. Superb install, superb color. And guys, have an awesome day. I will continue this so the customer can have their vehicle in, I don't know, half an hour or so. Have an awesome day, okay? GoPro, stop recording.